Greetings, Minecrafters! Nonsanity here, and welcome to episode 5 of our Primus FTB Horizons to Daybreaker Let's Play. Yes. Lots of stuff today. Let's get started. As you can see, this is where we left off with the room. I started digging out a little farther here, because I'm going to make this a very long room, I think. Why? I don't know. It seems like a good idea at the time. I've also sort of cleaned up my entrance to it. It's now a little bit more blended into the wall. We've got a carpenter door up there and carpenter ladder that's painted like the wall. And then this will... as an elevator from open blocks, it'll take us down to the floor level. I've already lowered it once, as I also lowered the floor slightly more. So I am going to have to patch in some of this. I may still lower the floor a little bit more, but there's a unprotected spot down there. But I'm going to have to fill in this wall, and eventually it's not going to go all the way down, so it'll have to have a floor there. One of the things I meant to do last episode is improve this. I mean, we know that if we start typing in stone, things get flaky and stuff disappears, and yeah, it's a bit of a mess. But there is a solution for it, and that's going to be from simple condensers. I need a Suri star, which is ash-infused stone, which thankfully I just accidentally grabbed, and some minium dust. So let me grab some minium dust. Try it with the slider. There it is. Grab it. I actually got the right thing. We're going to toss them in here. This will make a Suri star. And because this thing's flaky, an interesting thing, the author of the simple condensers, that's what's made this table over here, was working on this feature I'm about to show you, and he took a lot of the code from this to do it, and it was just as buggy in his device as it was in here. But then he fixed something in his device, and this got better. And so I'm going to go with his device. And what you do is you go shift right. Oh, maybe we don't have it in here yet. That may be too new a feature. But I think he said you shift right click this with a Suri star. Well, let me look it up and I'll be right back. Oh, much sadness. Not this version. The pack currently has an old version of simple condensers, but the next update to the server will have this. So we'll set this aside and we'll come back to it later. I can put my helmet back on. There we go. Well, there's this thing. I would like to get a builder's wand. Yeah, let's go ahead and set up for that. If you've never seen the way I do it a little bit differently. I do it in a way that normally I have flying by the time I do it. This time I don't. That's okay. But let me get the materials I need and I'll be right back. Alright. Here I've got a platform with a lower platform. I meant to grab some of the baked clay, but I got regular clay, so it's going to make a mess when I clean it up. But, put right here in the middle our enchanting table. Surround it with redstone. Put fencing on the redstone, and then fencing all around it. The purpose of this is to maximize cursed earth production while minimizing mob spawning. Not to say this is the best way, but it is a way. And I've got my long fall boots on just in case I slip while doing this. Now I'm leaving the dirt right around the edges clear. That should be enough to satisfy the ritual, unless I made it too big, which I might have. Oops. Now that I'm looking at this, this seems bigger than usual by a good bit. But then I guess I'll have lots of cursed earth. That is, if it works. If not, I'm going to have to trim the outer edges of this off. Whoops. Because the spell will convert all the dirt around it to cursed earth. Including the stuff under the fences, but the mobs can't spawn where the fences are. They can only spawn around the outer edge. And while some will, not as many. And I can go onto the lower platform and chop away the dirt around the edges from underneath. And when I'm done, no mobs can spawn. And I went and got myself a pig who I can put... Oops, didn't mean to do that. Now I'm going to be stuck. Put the pig there. Actually, I can leave that there so I can get in here. Now I've got the division sigil. See what it says. Can I get it? Oh, now I can. Redstone circle, circle placed on dirt. Can see the moon is sufficient natural earth, altars in darkness. Too early. Alright, so we're in perfect shape here. Fix the fence. So now we just have to wait for midnight. What time is it? I guess the moon hasn't come up over the mountain yet. Alright, I'll be back when it's midnight. Say hello to your nether brethren, Piggy. It is... time. Okay, now I can just come down here and go slice, slice. Actually, I should have my other drill, silk drill. And I could just... Oh, what, it doesn't do dirt? Okay, that was weird. And the mobs drop to their deaths. Alright, how do you get up there? Anybody else? No? Huh. I wonder how he spawned. I am getting cursed earth. Good. Alright, well I'm going to gather all this up, and I'll be back in a bit. While I was finishing up that recording, a creeper snuck up the hill, came out behind me, and blew up a nice big hole. Okay. But oddly enough, I didn't take any damage. Either from the explosion that was right behind me, because I wasn't even on the screen, or from the fall, but I knew the fall I'd be safe, because I had my long fall boots. All gone. And I have an activated division sigil. Awesome. Let's dump stuff. And I got 2.5 stacks of cursed earth. Very nice. Let's put this back over here. Just gonna put the cursed earth in here. use it later. Don't need a golden sword. Get out of the trash can before I lose my division sigil. Alright, now I can make my builder's wand. And need a few more gold nuggets. Alright, so it's this, this, and this. No, other way around. There we go. Semi-stable nuggets. 9 of those makes a unstable ingot that's stable. Haha. And what is the, let's see, wand, builder's wand, obsidian, that's what I thought. Piece of obsidian. Ta-da! Whoop. Builder's wand! Yes. That'll be so helpful in building. Success. On to the next project. And the next project is, I'm making that room big. This is it. I got the catwalks up. I got these nice walls up. And I've only got half of it dug. I have to dig out the other half. Yeah, I'm going big on this one. Let's hop back up into the old room here and go up to the catwalks. This is going to be my build floor. Just one giant room with all my stuff in it. It's going to be nice. The way I worked it out is dig out the top of it like this, just 3 block high, get the roof in, which I've got as some Z-tones black, and then put down all of the catwalk using microblocks. There's got these Tyrian strips on the sides and the glass that looks like metal in the middle. Lay this all out and then come back and dig out underneath it like so. And I should close that gap there because later someone might fall off it. I'm also using these electric floodlights. Oh, I showed you these already. I remember that. It's been I've been very busy since the last cut. I almost forgot what I've shown, what I haven't shown. I showed the catwalks already. I showed the lamps already, but not this new look. I got the same green as I had upstairs because I like that for a floor. It's a nice floor. And some more of the same blue stripes, but these are the wider variety and not the really narrow variety. Some laboratory block from, these are all, the green and the blue stripes are from Z-tones. The white is from Chisel, it's laboratory block, and then the black things are also from Z-tone. A little bit of micro blocksings of some Z-tone down at the bottom there. And yeah, I like the way it's looking. There's going to be a lot more decoration as well, but this is a start. And there. Now I need to get to where the lamps are going to be so I can start lighting this up. I marked it on this end, I think. Should have gotten to one by now. Where is it? Should be about here. Did I forget to mark this one? There's one. So it says a lamp should go here. And there's probably one that has to go here in the middle too. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bang. Whoop. Facing the wrong way. There we go. They're going to have power on this side. I need to whack them with an empty hand to turn them on. And I need my wrench. There's my wrench. To get them into wide cone. I can take these markers off now. Yeah, that'll light it up. And that way I can easily get at the undersides here while I'm doing all this digging. Just a good time for it. And then I'll come back and put in the walls using my hard-won builder's wand. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. It's so handy on these long vertical walls. I can either do it as I'm building down, which I did when before the wall on that end was flush with this white box. That's my original room, expanded slightly and gone from an even width to an odd width. There's a gap in the wall on the one side. But that's where the wall was. I dug out behind it because I wanted this room to sort of stick out into here. And it'll look different. That's just to cover it up right now. But as I dug down those corners, I built the walls as I went. But because this is so big, I don't want to keep switching back between digging and wall building on each layer. I'm just going to dig all the way down and then do what I did for all these walls, which was go up with the builder's wand. So, back to digging. It's going to be so nice when it's all done. You get to see it in a moment. That's going to be hours for me. And hours. So, see you in a bit. Look how much it took to recharge my belt. This thing, I'm using it for its magnet. The control. Yeah, this is just my magnet. And I used that much energy. I have been doing a hell of a lot of mining. But still, that's power hungry. So, back to the mines. I've only just taken off the layer here. I was one floodlight short. So I had to run out and get a fresh one. Still a little strip at the back wall to do. Let's get down. But put up this last floodlight over here. Bonk. Power. Shift right click. Whack it twice. And now clear out the back wall. And then it's just dig all this down. Oh, did I forget to whack this one? Yeah, there we go. Back in, not a little bit. This is not going to be a little bit. I'll be back in quite a while. Wish me luck. I'm going to get a blister. I know I am. You know, something I've been meaning to do is make one of these and one of these. Slap this down somewhere. Put it over here. Oops. Got a bit too much. I still have my mining, my atomic disassembler set too fast. Let's put it in normal. Put this here. Grab a diamond. Pack it on there so that it's private, and then whack it on there with the crouch. Good. This way I've got something that I can dump to at any time. And while it's not a huge amount of space, it gives me a little bit more inventory when I'm, mining and I want to get rid of some of the stuff I've got on me. I can toss it like so. No, don't put it in itself. Get rid of that. Okay, there we go. So, time to go back to mining. I've done about half, I'd say. It looks about half. I can't get down there from here anymore, so I'll have to go up from the floor. So I'll be back when I've dug more. No, that's it. My body says no more No more. I'm not going to do... I was going to make a mess. Not going to do any more digging. We are going to do something different. I have plotted out where I'm going to stick this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The lower level here is 95. Make it 94. Upper level 104. I'm going to suppose it does it from the center. I hope so. My walls are going to be a little bit ragged. I'm just going to stick the trash can here on the back. Oh, it's got tons of zinc ore in it. All right, let's get that out of there. And stick it in my pouch here. There we go. We're going to need power and the RF exciter. I'm going to stick those down here. Power, RF exciter. It's going to need... Actually, I'm not going to put them in for yet. I want it to go a little slower. Alright, let's config this sucker. Delete this. We're going to do an invert. We're going to say the radii is, if I remember, let's make it 22. The min as, I think I said 96. And the max, where am I? 105. New filter, item stack, something impossible. No. No. What can I put in there that's impossible? Alright, well, there's not a lot of marble. Just leave the marble. Okay, leave the marble. That's fine. Alright, I hope this is right. Start. And that's 15,000? That seems a lot. Radius 22, from 96 to 105. Could be right. Just got to figure out where it's starting. Probably not in that corner. Probably not there. Let's go check the back corners. What? I hear it. I hear it. Where is it? There. Alright. So we can go down one more. Down one more level, because I need to put the floor in. Hello there. Stop. Reset. Config. Whoop. Config. Config. I hate when this happens. Config. 95. Okay. Start. Let's go check on it. Yep, there it is. Wonder why it's doing this one. Strange. That was radius 22. Yeah, it's radius. Well, that is going to be aligned to the chunk boundaries, as you see there. It's chopping on the chunk. Alright, now it's slowing down because it doesn't have all those augments, upgrades, whatever they're called. So let's go run up here and slap them on. All 34 of them. Now it's going faster. So power going up? Oh yeah, power's already up. I don't have Silk Touch on, so that's more than enough. Alright, I'll record if this works, or if it fails catastrophically, I'll bring you back. Wish me luck. Well, I did the outer edges, and just because I made it slightly smaller, just to be sure it didn't go too far. And it seems to be taking the... It's done the first 3 chunks here. I could have done it faster, but I just got tired of doing it. And I put in even one more speed upgrade, so it's going as fast as it can. Got plenty of power. That is its max speed. Which, you know, that's alright. It's nowhere near the Buildcraft filler. When set to destroy, that thing can rip through if you give it plenty of power. And it's sending everything straight to a trash can, because at this point I don't care. I mean, the only thing it's going to find in here that I can't make out of EMC is limestone and marble. I don't have any major plans to use those materials on a large scale, and if I do, I can go out with this thing and mine them up from somewhere else. But, barring a filler or any other machine in this pack, this thing does do the job, and now I can go off and maybe get more materials for the walls on that side. And get it all ready. I think I'll put it all in this ender pouch so I can have it at hand. More than one inventory's worth. So yeah, it's working. I'll let it do its thing. I think it's still working. It must be doing a bottom layer somewhere. I don't see any activity. But it's working. While it's been doing its thing, I've been getting a little bit organized. I've added some of these compacting drawers up at the top and put metals in there. Oddly enough, this one here, the Invar, I guess we don't have a block of Invar. Well, we do. But uses... yeah. I don't know why it's not functioning properly. It puts it in the top as if it was a regular item and not one of these ores. There may be 2 different Invars or something going on with the pack. But now that I've got all these together, something I should do is make the controller. So let's look this up. Controller. That's it, drawer controller. 2 redstone comparators. A birch drawer, a diamond. Alright. So let me get the materials together. Storage drawer controller. I think if I put it here, I can't open this chest anymore. So I guess I'll put it down here. Alright, now this connects to all of those, and I can see them all. But it doesn't have an interface. I thought it had an interface. I guess it's just input. It doesn't have a menu. Well, that's too bad. That would be nice to sort of like Applied Energistics, be able to right-click that and see everything. Oh well. It can input stuff into the system. So when I want to start piping things into storage, I just pipe them to that, and it'll go into all the other blocks in the proper places. So, didn't do what I wanted. Let's go check on the miner, see how it's doing in its task. I still don't see any difference down there. Let's go down. Maybe it's stopped for some reason. Yeah, there's a little bit over here. Is it doing... I don't know what it's doing. leaving the marble, as expected. And, oh, there, it is doing something. Okay. Just way back here in the back. I'll get the my marble so it doesn't leave it. Alright, it's still going. Did this section right here, and it's doing that same. I don't know what its priorities are as far as to where it digs. It's not an obvious pattern. One problem is when it's done, I'll have to build a tower up to it because it'll be floating in midair. Or maybe it'll have that little platform. I forget how high I made it go. Oh, alright. That was strange. But yeah, it'll be nice when it all looks like this. Getting there. Getting there. Nice and bright. I do like these floodlights. They work well. As long as they're in cone mode. Alright, back in a bit. Okay, it was more than a bit. It's been about 24 hours, and I've been busy. Let's go down to the factory floor. And, well, let's just see what we've got here. I love it. I've got a crane. I had fun with microblocks. It doesn't do anything. It is entirely decorative, and decorative only. But it looks great. I love it. It totally cinches the whole factory floor look. I mean, once I had the room finished, and I had all this part done, and all the catwalks in, I just said, it needs a crane. But yeah, I like that. Let's go up higher and take a look at it here. And I definitely need to get some transportation on the factory floor because this is a bit slow. I have something in mind. There are a number of techniques we can use to get around. But yeah, this is the crane. I actually tried using the frames mod, but as soon as I placed one block of frames down, it crashed my client. And when I logged back in, it crashed my client. When I logged back in, it crashed my client. So I had to uninstall frames from the mod pack, restart the server, then put it back in and restart the server again, just so that everybody else can connect. But yeah, I don't recommend using it on this server, at least. I don't know what's causing the problem. But yeah, this is my crane. It'd be awesome if it could move. That may be more than Frames mod could handle. I don't know if there's any way to get those to go up and down easily. I mean, maybe with a drawbridge outputting the chains, which we don't have because we don't have tinkers, and frames to move the bottom, which I don't have because it doesn't work. But it looks good, and that's good enough for me for the moment. This is sort of a first. I've never done anything this big and decorative without purpose any time recently that I can think of. Especially, like, this is what, episode 5, I think? Me doing something decorative by episode 5? That's unheard of. But I'm having fun in this pack, and I guess that shows. Because I like that. That's just, it's a lot of fun. Wish it moves, but even if it doesn't, it seals the deal. Alright, well, let's see, how much time do we have left? Let me check. Alright, well, got a little bit of time left. Let's see if there's enough time to try particle physics. This is a power generation mod. Infinite emitter. Polarized glass, series receptor, and control glass. Alright, let's make these things. They look pretty cheap. No diamonds in that one. No iron in that one. So let's... This one had everything. Alright. So make one of those. We'll just start off with one. I wonder if this... Infinite, it sounds like creative, but it's not creative. So let's give it a try. Oh, I don't have my HUD on because I was taking a picture. Alright, let's make some blocks of lapis. 1, 2, 3, 4. And make that. Sure. Still have some supplies. I'm going to need a bunch of these. Not really redstone. Ooh! I didn't know you could do that. Upgrades. Okay, so let's sort that up. I'm going to need probably a good bit of these. Let's make 8. Sure. And I'm going to need a bunch of these. Let's make 8 of those. Probably don't need quite as many, but we'll see. And I need one of these. Alright, let's go down to the factory floor and play with this stuff. The idea of this mod is to... Oh, I need fuel. I forget the fuels that it uses. Let's try a couple things. Let's get some coal, and I want to get a stack of it, so let's do it the safe way. Oh, I got 2 stacks, that's alright. And blaze rods, maybe they work. Let's just go with that for now. And we'll just slap it down here in the middle and give it a try. So, this is an emitter. Dump. I guess that's where the fuel goes. Okay. Boom. So it's putting out particles. If the particles hit this thing, it generates power. You can see it's building up a little bit of power. But notice these other particles are getting lost. So let's get them over here. And do that. When they hit one of these blue blocks, they will switch to a random direction. So let's place one here. Yeah, it's sometimes going up, left, right. And we don't want it going every which way. So let's place some, just because I have these, place them like that. That forces it to go that way. Now sometimes it's going in, sometimes it's not. So again, we'll do the same thing again. We will force it to go into that. And we can do the same thing with this guy over here. We'll make it go a random direction, but then force it to go this way. We will turn it again. And then the one that's coming out, want it to do the same thing. But now I can't put a block here, because then we'll lose the one going into this guy. But I guess I need to move it one step farther away. Hold on. We'll just move it here. Okay. There we go. And then turning like that. So now it's going this way. This polarized glass lets particles going through it go straight through. Oh, is that really going to make a noise like that? That's horrible. Ugh. There, now all the particles are going into this block, and it's completely full. Only 32,000 RF. How's the fuel doing? Alright, it's still going. 1 second. I don't know what this... Oh, it slows it down. Oh, I see. It's how often you want it to go. Okay, that's fine. I don't know if this is going to last forever because it's an infinite. We'll see. Let's go get a storage cell to put the power in. Alright, let's see. It's not going up very fast. So as it is, it's not a huge producer. Let's see, how's it doing for fuel? It still hasn't... It didn't use any. Dump. Alright, what about blaze rods? No, it doesn't take blaze rods. See, this doesn't have a recipe thing. Alright, let me see what else it takes. Alright, I've got a number of different materials here. Blaze powder, let's try that. I don't know, it seems to be about the same. Definitely looks different, so that definitely changed something. Dump that. Clay. Also looks different. Alright, so I think they need to combine. So I got 2 more of these devices. I can't put it there. Let me rearrange this setup to accommodate multiples. Well, that was an experience. This is what's left of my construction. It was working pretty well. I had a tower up the middle here. I had an emitter here, one there, and one at the top of this tower, and various reflectors and so forth, and these side towers all coming over here to the charger, which was right here in front of the battery. Notice that all the blocks from that mod are gone. I had to take the mod out. I put clay and blaze powder, or coal, blaze powder, and clay in the 3 emitters, and that caused it to try and execute code it didn't know where it was. And every time you restarted the server, it would immediately crash as soon as this chunk was loaded. So I removed the mod, started it back up, shut it down, put the mod back in, started it back up. That erases all the blocks from that mod. Thankfully, I was the only one using it. I seem to be the guinea pig so far this season. Let's try this mod. Let's try that mod. Okay. Not safe. But that's Horizons for you. We're trying out new things. Always try out new things. So I've got an extra ultimate energy cube for when I need it. But I think we're going to have to wrap it up here. Not enough time left in the episode to do anything else. Especially when I'm badly blowing up the server. But it's fun, and I get to fix it, so it's not so bad. I don't feel guilty. Except that I knock other people off. Including our new guy. That Dude Chaos. Welcome, That Dude Chaos. To Primus. Daybreaker. Alright, well, back to just my crane, which doesn't do anything. I'll have more stuff next time, so tune in. This is Nonsanity, signing out. Take care, be good, and see you next time.